Hello teachers, this is the instructional guide for Primary 2, Term 3, Week 5. Week 6, okay? For this session or for this week, we have 3 booklets. The last booklet, right, it is a word problem for multiplication, right? And I think division, but that doesn't have to be submitted as, or rather that doesn't have to be science homework. So whatever remaining time that you have after the first 2 booklets, you can actually get them to do as practice in class, right? Of course, you need to do some demonstration first before you get them to do some of the work done in class. So no need to submit as homework for that last booklet. So let me talk about the first 2 booklets. For the first 2 booklets, the first one, as you have seen here, it is about counting in dollars and cents. So lesson can start with a recap of what they have learned in P1, right? How do you calculate, or rather, how do you count the notes and how do you count the cents, right? You count forward, right? So 100, $150, $160, $165. As for cents, 50 cents, right? Plus another 20, 70 cents, right? 80 cents, 85 cents. So get them to practice doing that. Sometimes you may, do some samples on the blackboard, right? If you like, to draw a few coins or a few notes for them to count. But otherwise, I think there should be more than enough practice in the booklet for them to do this, okay? And most of them would have, it's a second year, close to their second year in school. Many of them would have used money, would have counted money, so there shouldn't be a problem. For the second part, right, this is writing amount in dollars and cents, so quite straightforward. In terms of how you tell them that the dollars is written on the left of this so-called decimal point here, right, the dot, and then the right will be your cents. Okay, then get them to do a guided practice, okay, and so on. Yeah, so quite straightforward. And as for practice, in class, I don't think they need to do a lot of it, but perhaps you might want to get them to try page 13, where the value is in larger denomination, right? So especially many of them would not have spent hundreds of dollars on their own before. So I think it'd be good for them to do question, for example, question, or rather page 13. Okay, questions. Coins, I think it's fine. And then of course you can get them to do a combination of coins and dollars. So for example, page 18, you can get them to do. Okay, so they do it in dollars and coins. I think this one is quite straightforward, right? But just to make sure, maybe just one question, okay? IJ, YJ, J, that is a 0 cents there. So common sense, they should write 0 cents there, right? But it's not this is a good time for them to for you to rectify. I think the rest are quite straightforward, right? So 70 to 5 cents, all these I think they are fine. Perhaps something like this, right? To page 25. Questions in which you have to circle the amount, right? Price of the book. So assuming that they have all this in their wallet, right? They have to pick the amount of dollars and notes, right, to pay for the items. Okay. Let's see. And well, there's no fixed way of doing it, so you can accept more than one answers, right? Take note of that. So for example, 1545. Let me see here. Yeah, except anyway. So for example, they have 1545, they can circle 10, they can circle 2 2s, $2 and $1 like, or any combination that makes sense. So try not to do too many of this in class, because it will give you a headache, right, to check the answer, right, since they have different combination. Maybe just do one, and then that would be good to move on to the next topic. Okay, next one is converting money, dollars into cents. So give them an idea that 10 cents equals $1. Again, many of them will be very familiar about this by now, right? Another example, $1, right? What are the coins to make up $1, right? So it can be 50 cents, 2 20 cents, and 1 10 cents, right? They can count forward like that. Okay, some introduction to the word problem. Peter saved $2.35. Okay, so what I mean, how is it broken down, right? So this can be done that way as well. Okay, so if you convert into cents, right? How do you convert? $1 equals to 100 cents, $2 equals to 200 cents, right? So that you get so you can actually tell them that this is broken up in 2 parts here, right, for conversion. And then you can do the guided practice with them. Okay, so I think this would be good to do, right? Make sure you do all the guided practice so they understand how they can break up the value, right, into cents and dollars, or in some cases, to convert it into just cents. Okay. Yeah. So I think the guided practice is more than enough for them to do. And then after that, let's see how many different ways to make a dollar, right? But ask them only for one way, right? So you can do one question here like this. The rest are quite so perhaps a question like that, 2A, 50 cents. All right, how much more do you make a dollar? Okay, so perhaps do just question A and B, right? 50 cents, you need 50 cents more. 90 cents, you need 10 cents more. Okay. Let's see. So these are things that was already done. But just in case, you might get them to do one question if you like, especially for those who are not so clear yet, right, in terms of what needs to be done. Okay, so for example, can use this, page 13. Okay, Helen has 275 cents. Okay, and then how do you convert that into dollars? Okay. All right. And then one on converting dollars to cents. So one is cents to dollars and the other one is dollars to cents, right? Conversion. So make sure that they are fine with that. And then after that, we're done with this booklet. Now, for the final booklet, as I mentioned just now, it is not necessary to assign to them as homework. So this can be done in class. Sorry, I think I've shown you the wrong booklet. So let me open up the document quickly. Give me a minute. Okay, this is the one, right? So I would say skip, right, the first few questions and go straight into question 8. Okay, so you are here, you can immediately model, right, and show them how to do it. There are 5 erasers in a box. There are 4 times as many erasers as, there are 4 times as many pencils as erasers in the box. So that means the pencils are 4 times more, right? So to draw this, they start by drawing erasers, right? 5. Okay, 1 rectangle or 1 square to represent that 5 erasers. And then it says here 4 times as many pencils. So 4 times, right? They have to draw 4 times of the box, right? So 4 boxes or 4 rectangles, all right? Or 4 groups, right? If you have been using this as a language for them. Okay, and then the question here is how many pencils are there in the box? So they need to draw, label this, right? The question mark, right? And so on. Okay, so this is something they can do. So another question here, there are twice as many spoons as forks. So show them twice as many spoons means spoons you draw 2 times, 2 boxes. Fork is 1 time. So if the box is if a spoon is 16, right, what with the fork, right? So this is division model, right? So 16, right, divide by 2. Okay, you want to know one part, 16, there are 2 groups. You only want to know one group, so it's 16 divided by 2. Okay, so model this question with them as well. All right. And then after that, yeah, they can do this on their own now, right? You can get them to do question 10 on their own because this is similar to earlier one. They can do question 6, okay, on their own. So the formula is, right, 3 and 4 you demonstrate, then 5 and 6 you get them to do their own. Remind them, right, that it could be multiplication or division depending on the questions that they are asking. Right, and we always say if there are how many items altogether, right, it's multiplication. How many cups or how many boxes are there, then it's division. Okay, use this kind of a language to guide them. And the remaining questions, right, I think I'll leave it to you because time can be quite short. So you can actually run a few questions with them, right, in class. But it is not necessary to complete the whole thing, right? Neither do you need to assign it as homework, right? You can always save it for on another day. All right. Yeah. So because the next few sessions we're going to do with money, and then we can always, use this as an extra material to for them to complete in class. All right. That's it. Thank you very much.